I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Roll? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes. So, when most percenters get into a war with one another, what should 99 percenters do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number one, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So, as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, the Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man. A real OG. Bonafide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys. The biker boys. It's in the house, most definitely. Blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work.
Folks, howdy! I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust, biker news you can use, biker news with biker views. I'm Black Dragon! And I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And listen, man, it's a beautiful day out here. I don't know. Is this like a Wednesday or something? What is this? Yeah, Wednesday. And it's one day before my birthday. And I am just so excited to be almost 61 years old. Like, I'm old as hell. I'm old as Moses Toes and twice as corny. I'm old. I am OLD old. And you're probably tired of listening to my old ass. So I added a young person, the young co-host, Mike Ball.
That was epic.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's Black Dragon and Nightball, Monday through Friday, doing it just like on the highway, riding together, doing it my way and his way. On motorcycles, you know the way. We all do it. Yeah, that's right, damn it. You almost blew it. Me and Mike Ball doing it. 1, 2, 2, and 3 to 2. Well, whatever. Mike Ball and I, Monday through Friday, biker news from the #1 biker channel in all the world.
That's right.
And subscribe. Make sure to follow us, and you can even catch us on our podcast.
Yeah.
I ran out of time.
Check us out on Spreaker.
I ran out of time.
That was
Hey,
perfect.
man. Hey, what's up with you?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, man.
Happy
Yeah.
early birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting ready to be old as hell.
Yep. We're both April babies. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, your birthday's coming up.
Yep. Very close.
What day is your birthday?
11th. April 11th.
Wow, man.
Yeah, we're close.
We're close.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Yep,
why
it'll be my last year in the 20s.
you act just like me. Yeah, it will be.
It'll be my last year.
When I was your age, I was serving my country, making the world safe for democracy.
Yep. You were.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
putting My life on the line and stuff, and becoming
You were.
the hero that I am, man.
You are a hero.
Well, I mean,
Stop the cat.
so to speak. I mean, every military guy's a hero. in my opinion.
Yes, in my opinion too.
Hmm.
Anybody that serves this country, absolutely.
So I have a subscriber who I'm going to be going into business with. He sent me this amazing EDC knife that he made.
Nice.
So he's a leather maker. So he made this leather pouch. Let me see this. So he made look at this thing.
Wow.
Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
You see the quality, and then he made this knife right here. Do you see this? I got my own like little buck knife thing, and it's the colors of my motorcycle club. You can't tell, but it's blue,
Yep.
black, and yellow. This is my motorcycle club colors, and then look at this. This is just kick-ass. This is Damascus forged steel. This whole thing was handmade, and he sent me this along with. Oh my goodness, where is it? Here it is. Along with my cowboy cuff. Do you see
wow.
that? Do you
Yep.
see that? Is this not
That's sick.
coolest damn thing? And it's got the reason you can't see because of the green screen, but it's got a green background. That's really kind of crazy.
That's why it's picking it up
Actually,
like that.
it's yellow. It's a yellow background, but yellow has green in it.
Yep.
So it's a soft, like handkerchief thing. Thing about cowboy cuffs, they're hard to wear because they cut you off like right here,
Right.
and they're made out of this hard leather. So a lot of people can't wear them very long. But this is mine that he sent me. So look at that. It's got a motorcycle on it right there. You see that? Is that cool? As
That's
hell?
dope.
And it's got the yellow stitching for my motorcycle club, and then it's got it's crazy, but this is yellow and this is blue. It's all the colors of my motorcycle club. And it's got, look at this, these little tassels that hang off, and you can put them in here. This thing is cool as a mofo. You can get your Wonder Woman on.
Your Wonder Woman on.
Almighty ISIS.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Joseph. He said never told you guys, but I'm also an ex-sailor, 19 years of military service. Thank you, sir. That's epic.
Thank you, Joseph. You interrupted my flight. I was getting ready to fly.
Oh, were you going to fly there?
Oh, but anyway,
okay.
I'm going to tell you all about this guy who created this and made this for me. And this guy, he makes the coolest stuff. We're going to go into business with this guy.
Nice.
And he is going to be creating the new Black Dragon knife. Yeah.
Make a line of it.
And the Black Dragon, he's going to create the Black Dragon knife and the Black Dragon tomahawk.
Yes.
Or hatchet.
Now we're talking. Yes. If we get a hatchet, I got a few of them.
Do you?
Yeah.
You got to see the new Black Dragon hatchet coming at you.
I agree with that hardwire. Yeah. See, that's sick.
Is that sick?
That is sick.
And then
what's good, Steve?
You got to see the new Black Dragon knives that are going to be coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, man? What do you think, Mike?
That's sick.
So this guy has got a hell of a collection, and we're gonna
hell yeah, when you can make it by hand, you can literally make anything you want.
Yeah, we're gonna have cool knives and everything.
How long is the turnover?
That's what we're talking about, because he's a one-man shop, and
right.
If
that's qualified by himself, yeah.
Yeah, so if I turn it on to my subscribers and stuff like that, there's no telling what the hell he's going to
we'll put that disclaimer out in the beginning, you know what I mean?
Like, we'll know what the turnaround time will be, because
we'll know by then.
He does all this really cool stuff like the cowboy cuffs and all that.
But I'd imagine like creating and like making knives by hand and all that stuff, like it's got to take a minute.
Look at all the cool stuff people have sent me. I'm going to be selling these. I just haven't had time to put them up on the website, and I was finishing the book, so now I've got to handle this. So Mike, we got stuff, man. We're gonna have.
We do got stuff.
You can get a Black Dragon Get Back Whip with the dragon's talons, or the Mike Ball,
The flasks,
Harley flasks.
Yeah.
Or
this one glows in the dark.
Look at our stuff. We got gear, man.
We do got stuff.
BlackDragonsGear.com, by the way. We got gear. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to.
You just wanted to show that off. I get you.
I wanted to thank. I have to. I'm going to do a special thank you for him and everything, and bring him on and introduce him. So and thank him and let everybody get to know him and all the stuff he does. In a few days, we're going to do that. But I wanted to show off.
Absolutely, show it off, man. That's anytime you can do it. And Hardwire, it does and does not matter for us. You're just going to be in two different chats. You know, that one is my chat and one is Black Dragon's chat. But here in the StreamYard, I combine everyone's chat.
What's he at? I didn't
His question was, does it make a difference whose YouTube you click on to watch? Because it's both me and you live at the same time. And I was just answering that.
No, it doesn't. Do one of us one day and the other us the other day.
There you go. Yep.
And then that'll
fix that issue.
That'll make it even.
Yep.
Plessy versus Ferguson. You remember that?
No.
Separate but equal.
Oh my God.
it didn't turn out that way, but that's what that's what it was supposed to be. Separate but equal. Mike Ball and I are separate but equal.
Right.
Plessy versus Ferguson. Let's see. I was looking for today's story that I sent you, Mike. And
good morning, Darren. Good morning, C. I see you guys. C. Ruger SNS. Appreciate you guys.
Where the hell is today's story? That's I didn't send it to you. No, I didn't. Did I?
No, you didn't. You just sent me the title.
Well, today's story is a little turnabout is fair play as soon as I can find it.
Right. But I did see, where is Plainclothes? Like
Plainclothes is like undercover.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that was a city. I'm not even joking. I'm like, that has to be a city, right? Or like a county or something.
It could. The way it was written, one might see it that way.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what plainclothes means, but that's got to be like a county or something. But no, that makes way more sense.
Okay, here it is. Biker wins a settlement after a plainclothes cop. Yeah, that looks like Plainclothes, New Jersey or something. But no.
Yeah, something ridiculous like I've never heard of.
After a plainclothes cop pulls a gun on him, and so we're gonna cover this in a few different ways. Okay, so before we do the story, let's do the lead up to the story.
Yes.
Okay?
That's cool.
So the lead up to the story was crazy as hell. Let's go to the actual guy's website. Have you got me pulled up? I'm not looking at my screen.
Yeah, I got you pulled up.
All right. So let's go to the actual story from the guy. Now, we covered this. This happened in 2017. So we did cover this. And the date that this was put out was...
It just says...
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was 2017 that this actually happened. Here it is, 8/16/17. And the man who put this out, the channel is Squid Tips. I don't know what kind of channel this is, but it's got 150,000 subscribers, so it's okay. He said the following is a video. It's an interaction I had with a man on 8/16/17 who claimed to be with the Kings County Sheriff's Department in Washington State. He does not show a badge, provide a name, or give a citation. He doesn't even give me a citation. On review of the video, a badge could be seen and a license plate recorded. My independent investigation has found that this man is a detective with the King County Sheriff's Department. He goes on to say, let me move. After discussing with several attorneys, I have decided to file a complaint with the King County Sheriff's Department, Office of the Ombudsman, Office of Law Enforcement Oversight, and release this video in an effort to bring additional awareness to the actions of those who are charged with our protection. This video shows the boldness of the King County Sheriff's Deputy and lack of fear of repercussions in threatening and intimidating an unarmed citizen with excessive use of force.
Oh, man.
he goes on to say, I was fortunate. I was not hurt physically, only scared and angry. He should have said pissed off. Many do not get off this easy. Like many people get killed in a situation like this.
Mm-hmm.
Had I not had a video, I would have had no evidence of this incident.
Right.
Yeah, because the cop would have said,
always film the police.
This video contains strong language and may be triggering for some. This guy did this is all the YouTube stuff you have to do.
Yep.
He's covered all
Disclaimers.
the bases here. Yeah, man. He's no wonder he's got 150,000 subscribers. He knows what he's doing. Okay, so we'll start with the video here. Boom.
This.
For my tough guys out there, because I'm a tough guy. And everybody thinks that you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this and you're gonna do that. Like
until it's time and it's happening.
Because me sitting here, I wouldn't have took that. I'd have told that MF or blah blah. You know what I'd have done? Just what.
And then you
would
have found yourself shot.
You know what I'd have done? Just what he's doing right now.
Hey, can I just turn off the bike? Can I just turn off the bike?
Please, man, please turn off my bike. Pretty please, sir. Pretty please, sir.
Can I just take off my helmet, please?
Do you mind?
Hands up, don't shoot.
It reminds me of a story I got to tell you. But you tough people or people, Americans, we don't like this. We don't like to be pushed around.
No, that's true.
You got everybody sitting on there talking about what they would have done.
What they would have done in that situation, right?
That shit, not for a minute. Yeah. And another thing I wanted to point out, this is how old guys stay tough. All right. We walk up on your ass with our gun
with a pistol already pulled.
Hey, how you doing? You want some shit, Mike Ball? Huh? Do you want some shit? Because I got it for you right here with my pew-pew right here.
That's some pussy shit.
Listen, he didn't call him one. He didn't look at him and say, that's some pussy shit you're doing right there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, what he said was, can I please, sir? Yes, sir. Pretty please with sugar on top.
For real.
Anything that you want me to do. Anyway, let's get back to this. Is ridiculous. This is crazy. We got to see it again. Him reaching this guy's pocket.
Dude.
He reached in his pocket and took his wallet. It's no
joke.
That's an affront right there, my man. Now,
because I'm the police.
Now you say I'm the police.
Because I'm the police. That's why you're allowed to have the gun drawn.
If I had been driving by and saw one of my club brothers with some dude with a gun on him, I'd have blasted that dude.
Right.
From the car.
Right.
Plop, plop, plop.
Bam. He's done.
That's the sound. You don't even know KRS.
The sound of the police? All right, come on.
Really? Okay.
Jeez.
The rest of the interaction is fairly standard. Hold on. Let me back up. The rest of the interaction is fairly standard. As he has some personal information, so I have cut it. Citation statement.
Clarification.
The video starts at the point I turn my camera on a few blocks from my home. I do not record at all times to save storage space and generally only start recording when I get on the highway. Throughout the interaction, I cannot hear the deputy clearly over my motorcycle and through my helmet. From the point I see a weapon, I raise my hands in the air. I do not lower them until the weapon is holstered for fear of him feeling threatened and shooting me. This is why I asked to turn off my vehicle and take my helmet off. The statement that I was going 100 plus miles per hour is a fabrication and exaggeration. I believe this man simply felt I was riding too aggressively and decided to use his authority to scare and to lecture me.
Yep.
Many people who do not ride motorcycles can feel uncomfortable with the vehicle's agility when being ridden by an experienced rider. Mm-hmm. This is not the same as reckless driving. No, it's agility driving, Mike.
Yep. When you're able to weave in and out of traffic, but you're doing it at 45 miles per hour, hey,
you're agile. You're agile, my man. You're agility riding all day.
That's right.
Further investigation has found that as of 8/28/17, the detective has not filed a use of force report for this incident, which is required by law. Yeah. Why does drawing down on a civilian not justify a use of force report? Mm-hmm. The simplest answer seems to be that it is not reported to protect the detective. How often do sheriff deputies not file reports to protect themselves? When the detective, with the detective name, I am now investigating to determine if there have been any complaints filed against him in the past. To me, this is at a minimum a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights It seems like this is not
As
the
Darren
first
says.
time he has executed a traffic stop in this manner. Yeah. Typically, you're not the first. This incident appears to be in line with other police misconduct reports against the King County Sheriff's Department under the leadership of John Urquhart. And I believe John Urquhart was replaced after this, and I'll tell you why. More questions that this interaction should bring up. Why did the detective escalate to lethal force so quickly? Had I been traveling 100 miles per hour, would lethal force be justified? Why is he holding the gun in a way to seemingly hide it? Did he consider the safety of the civilians in the cars around us? Why did the detective not allow me to pull out of traffic for my safety?
For real.
How could I know that I wasn't being held up by an imposter? Does the sheriff's department take these complaints seriously? How was my driving so dangerous as to require lethal force but no citation?
For real.
Why do these deputies not have body cameras? Why does this traffic stop deviate from the norm in so many ways? Boy, this kid, when he
knew how to
this,
do this.
He put a fire on their ass. He says more to come. Okay, so that was his complaint, as we saw.
Good on this kid that put this together so nicely. You know?
Yeah.
Organized. That's how you're gonna win, is staying organized like that.
So the next video we will see is the let's see, the sheriff's office themselves made a statement.
Oh, did they? I'm surprised.
Yeah, they had.
It's going to be so broad, I guarantee you.
Oh no. It was his yeah, this is it. All right, so check this out. This is the
Here's a simple remote job.
Of course.
Okay.
Gotta love these advertisements.
Yeah,
Man.
well, that guy's telling us how he can make us rich. All right, so here is the new sheriff. This is the new sheriff. So one guy obviously got either replaced or outvoted or whatever. So she's the new sheriff. And I guess King County might be named after Dr. Martin Luther King because there's a picture of him right there. But anyway, here's her statement of the facts, and you're going to hear what happened to this sheriff because of this. And I just want to forewarn you all not to be pissed off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't be pissed off, please. All right, here we go.
The purpose of this conference is to talk to you about my decision regarding our internal investigation into the traffic stop that Rich Rowe conducted in August of 2017.
So his name is Detective Rich Rowe.
Rich Rowe.
This is related to our internal investigations case 2017-150. And I'll read a short statement and then take your questions. Complicated further by bold public statements made by the former sheriff, even before the investigation had begun. And the fact that our investigator discovered there was additional video from Mr. Randall that was not given to the media, but was used in the internal investigation.
Difficult because we're getting ready to make a jackass decision right here, but let's go on.
In the end, I had to look at the events of that day without prejudgment and against the backdrop of our policies and procedures.
Here comes the blue wall.
I decided that Detective Rowe's behavior that day lacked courtesy and was conduct unbecoming a member.
Courtesy?
Lacked courtesy and was conduct unbecoming. How about was illegal? How about that?
How about you had a freaking gun drawn on me?
How about putting a gun on somebody and pulling their wallet out of
How would you feel? How would you feel, lady, if I put a gun on you
and pulled your wallet out of your pocket?
Yeah, and then I just jack you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's essentially what happened.
But that's just conduct unbecoming.
Sheriff's office. For that, I've decided he should serve 5 days suspension without pay.
Get out of here.
He has already attended additional training as required as part of this investigation and discipline.
This is dumb.
5 days.
5 days.
5 days of what do you call it?
of suspension, but it's paid.
Suspension without pay. Yeah.
Oh, without pay. So it's only 5 days though.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo. Jesus, no way. Like, how are people not like totally just throwing a riot?
So we find out today that the young man didn't stop there. He actually sued as well.
Good.
So Jack and Spike have a show, and they talk about that, and they say what happens to him in their show. I want you to realize that Jack and Spike, hey, man, I thought one day I would need a big, huge audience, and I'd have people clapping for me, and that I was the only one in the world using this dumbass.
No, they're probably using the same dumb
they're using the same dumbass thing. So we're right in line with the big guys. We're right in line with the big guys. So don't you ever tell me again, none of you, to turn off my clap machine, because if you do, all you're going to hear from me is, because we're using the clap machine. Yeah. We have use cases for this stuff now.
Yes, we do.
Anyway, here we are.
So, the King County Sheriff's Office has been ordered to pay a motorcyclist held at gunpoint $65,000 plus change their use of force rules. I saw this video because it popped back up on Reddit, and because the footage was released of the motorcyclist who, thank God, he had a camera on his person.
Yes, it's GoPro.
So this happened back in 2017. A guy is riding his motorcycle, and a young man, his name is Alex Randall. He stopped at a red light at the intersection of Northeast 145th Street and 5th Avenue. And what's funny from the video's perspective is he stops, and then all of a sudden a boomer comes out of nowhere, and he's got a 9 milli.
Totally.
But it's not the way that cops hold a 9 milli. It's the way that like Jimmy Conaway holds a 9 milli right before he's about to shoot.
Right. So no one would even see the gun or notice one.
Right.
Yeah,
it is a deeply disturbing piece of footage. Do we have a little bit of the audio from that, Laura? Here's what that sounded like. Mind that man has yet to identify himself as an officer. He has yet to say you are under arrest or you are being detained. He has yet to do anything other than show up in a green polo shirt and hold a gun at him and say, "How you doing?" Which obviously is, spoiler alert, bad policing. It is trash policing, right? Like that is, so he was given, that officer was given a 5-day suspension. I'm not going to mention his name. I mean, it's embarrassing enough, I think, for him as an individual. And also, you know, like being that Mike Rowe is his cousin, that is also equally as.
I didn't know they were related.
That was just a joke.
But we're not going to mention that. Oh, okay, gotcha. I like what you're doing here. What disturbed me about this story is that the officer didn't file a form or paper with the department, because the guy on the motorcycle went and said, "Look, this is upsetting." A couple days later, wants to know what's going to be done about this, and there's nothing filed because the officer in question confessed during internal investigations that I pull my gun on people all the time.
Hey, I just pull my gun out anytime anybody. Hey, Brady, do I not pull my gun out?
Yeah.
Brady, how many times have I pulled my gun out today just walking around the studio?
At least 6 times. 3 to me alone.
It's early though.
When people upset me, I pull out my
There
gun.
it is.
You identify yourself as a radio host. See, that's what you're doing right.
I pull out my lanyard and I show everybody. I work here. I have entrance to the building. Get off this motorcycle.
Federal law says that pointing a weapon at someone is an official use of force.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And this officer is, I didn't think it was a use of force. I never filled out paperwork. That's why you mentioned a change in policy will be coming to this police department. And that's why this gentleman on the motorcycle had a right to be upset.
Yeah, but don't pull out your gun and not identify yourself as a cop.
Also a bad idea.
Should probably be rule number 1. I don't know, right, agree. Spike? Like that, in my mind, would probably be the best way to make that happen. Like
the escalator.
Top of the list, when you are a King County Sheriff's officer, don't pull out your gun and not identify yourself as an officer of the law. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because people often talk about the culture of policing. And we talk about what it means to have a relationship with police officers. We can make the distinction between what is a good officer and what is a bad officer. And you'll notice that this, in no way, shape, or form, has been racialized. It hasn't been, you know what I mean? There's no, that angle doesn't exist here. But everybody can understand that this is just bad policing.
Correct.
Right?
Totally.
And so I think the reason I want to talk about this is so then when we look at other instances where, let us just say it was a black man, we can use this as our model and we can say, yes, it is objectively bad policing when you just pull a gun on somebody.
Don't say who you are.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that more people need to realize that we are all in it together when it comes to bad policing, and we can all be on the receiving end.
He's right. Absolutely.
No, we ain't. Where's my boo button?
Oh no, I got you. I got you. Does that one work for you?
Yeah, it works.
Okay, for me. There we go.
So he's done this to other people. Jesus Christ.
So he just openly admits that, hey, I pull my weapon out on everyone.
Hey, Mike, did you notice that we got everything they got?
Yeah.
We probably even have the same podcast. They probably have our same.
They probably
podcast.
have roadcasters and all that.
Yeah, they probably have Roadcaster Pros and.
They got all the same equipment that we got.
Dude,
they're just in the same room.
We're in the business, man. Look at us. We got all the same stuff. Now, these microphones are a little bit different than ours.
Yeah, those are radio microphones.
This is like, I think my microphone's like the number 2 microphone, and this is like the number 1. But hey, everybody uses this. They used this in Michael Jackson Thriller. Yeah, back when. SM7B. Hey, it never changed. It's still good.
It's still good.
Still good. Yeah, anyway, we got all the same stuff. I got that same, you got that same camera right there. I got that same camera.
No, I don't got a C920. I got the Logitech Brio 4K.
That looks like a Brio.
No, that's a C920. You can see from the side and the way it clips up like that.
Yeah. The Brios don't clip on. Well, the new Brios do.
Yeah, no, they do, but you
the
can
old
see
Brios didn't clip on your laptop
like this. Like they don't curve on the sides. That's what C920s are.
Yeah, but hey, it's still Logitechs.
Yeah,
we got this stuff. We got the stuff, man. We got the stuff. Yeah.
Maybe that cop was carrying for Diddy for real, dude.
Man, poor Diddy, man. He's catching hell.
Yeah, dude. Well, he deserves it.
Well,
so honestly, you think that Diddy didn't do it?
Yes, I think that there's a good possibility that Diddy didn't do it.
Let's stop capping. You know,
stop the cap.
Let's just be real about it.
You can't just you're innocent until proven guilty in this country.
Absolutely, I get that.
I don't care how much you want to hate somebody. I don't care how much you dislike somebody.
Right.
I don't care how many videos they put out about them until
it's black and white.
Stands up in court and says, they're guilty. They're not guilty.
Yep.
I mean,
that is true. I'm asking you if I didn't ask you if he was guilty. I asked you if you think he did it.
Way back before you were born, there was a guy named O.J. Simpson.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You mean the guy that actually did murder his wife?
How did he murder his wife? He was found not guilty.
Mm-hmm. You got away with it. Everyone knows it.
No, what everyone knows is that television companies, news companies, and all sorts of stuff made a whole lot of money calling him someone who got away with it. Almost like,
stop the cap.
Mike, you can do that. Press that stop the cap button the next time a news agency says that a motorcycle club is nothing but full of bandits and lawbreakers, and you should hate them because all they can do is every news agency, you can't.
They do have a narrative. They do.
You can't on one hand say they've got a narrative against us, but then jump on somebody else's narrative against somebody. A jury of his peers heard his thing, and I watched every single solitary day of the trial. I just got out of the Navy. I was finished in college. And so I watched every single minute of that trial.
So do you think he did it?
No, I don't.
You don't think he did it? You think he's completely innocent in that case?
I do think that he is not guilty. Yes, I do. And this is kind of funny because how this broke down in our society was almost all black people thought he was not guilty and almost all white people thought he was. That's how it broke down in the society. As a matter of fact,
and it's still this way right now.
As a matter of fact, when I was when he was found not guilty, I was sitting in the I was in Mesa College, sitting in the student cafeteria. Just got out of my morning classes, and I had this little TV thing. A little broadcast TV about so big in my hand, and everybody was sitting. There was the whole cafeteria was full of students, and when they said not guilty, the black students erupted,
I'm sure they did.
jumping up and down, slapping each other on the back, and the white students were just silent, just fuming with anger.
See, but that's because it broke down into a race thing. And
Well,
and the white people are just as guilty as the black people for celebrating it.
For not celebrating as just as guilty. Well,
Yes. Both are wrong in that.
It was the first thing. It was the first time in our society, in a long time. It was my first time ever seeing a black man win against such compelling odds. Used to be, and this was before cameras and stuff. Rodney King was the first time we ever saw a black guy that actually the cops couldn't say, well, he fought us back. I mean,
right. They had no argument there.
It was the first time we actually had that on camera. And it was the Rodney King thing that really kind of made me become a journalist.
That's
because
cool.
I started carrying a camera with me everywhere I went then. A big old huge VHS.
Now, who recorded the whole Rodney King thing? Like, was it like a television was it some dude?
Some arbitrary dude sitting in his house or whatever, recorded that from like across the street.
Wow.
And that guy made he made a ton of money. That's the reason I started carrying that camera.
Yeah, I'm sure they bought it, the footage and all
every
that.
time they showed it, he got paid. And so even when they show it today, 25 years later, 30 years later, when they show it today, he still gets paid.
I'm sure. Every time there's a royalty on it, I'm sure that the lawyers came out with something.
All right, let's get us to some local news or some down there in Florida. Now,
DeSantis.
This is crazy. You remember when DeSantis and those guys sent those people on a charter flight up to Martha's Vineyard and promised them that not those people, the illegal immigrant people, the ones some people are saying are what do they say? Storm trooping our borders. What do they say? Invading us. Those guys. The ones they say
it's an invasion.
Yeah, those guys. Well,
I'm a part of those guys.
Okay, that's not no damn invasion. Go look at Gaza. You'll see an invasion.
Okay.
All right. It's a incursion, maybe.
Okay.
But an invasion.
I'm just gonna say okay.
When they start shooting stuff, it's an invasion. All right. I'm just saying. Anyway. When they sent those guys over to Martha's Vineyard promising them jobs and stuff, and they got there and there was nothing for them, they decided that they would sue. But a judge threw out some of it and everything. But now they're saying that those guys can sue. So the migrants who were flown, the migrants is what they call them, who were flown to Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in September 2022 can proceed with their case against the charter flight company, Vertol Systems. A district court judge ruled late last week. Now, here's the screwed up part about it. They're not going to be able to include, if you were the poor dumbass flight company, like, they're not going to get to sue Ron DeSantis. They're not going to get to sue the authorities. Those guys were all removed from the lawsuit. And the only person that gets sued is your dumbass flight company.
Now, why were they removed?
I think they're removed because they're public officials. And when you're acting in capacity of your public office, they can't sue you. So the only person that winds up getting sued is the airline.
Wow.
Does that not suck?
That does suck.
What? Does that not suck? Excuse me.
So how many people are just protected?
Huh?
There's so many people just protected like that. All of a sudden, you can't sue them. Like, what are you talking about? You should be able to sue anybody.
One of the people that's protected like that is the President of the United States. The President of the United States, that's kind of iffy because Stormy Daniels was able to sue him. But I think it had to wait till after his presidency was over. So there are certain people that can't be sued. I think governors might be part of them. You can sue them, but it's hard.
I'm sure it's hard regardless.
Just sue the suckers. Anyway, a Massachusetts district court judge dismissed 3 counts levied against the Florida-based company, but ruled Vertol must face the 8 remaining counts. The judge dismissed the state actors, including DeSantis, as defendants in the case. So none of the people that worked for the state can be sued.
That's incredible.
Well, the court said it lacked jurisdiction in the thing. So September 14, 2022, migrants boarded 2 flights from San Antonio, Texas to Martha's Vineyard after allegedly being falsely promised better housing, work, and educational opportunities. That didn't happen. So now they're suing. Man, how do you get to sue? You're not even from here. There you go. That's that story.
Interesting.
Yeah. Is that
Very.
cool? I mean, that's just interesting.
Yeah, just finding out that just people are protected for just because they're holding a public office. That's crazy.
Oh, that's been around for a while.
I know.
Here's another one. ACLU, you guys know them. A lot of people hate the ACLU.
No, I don't know what that is.
The American Civil Liberties Union, I think, is what that stands for. They're a nonprofit that. And here's the thing about them. So they started off representing like civil liberties, like anybody who was discriminated against or something.
Sure. You discriminate against me because I'm amputated all the time. I should call them.
I'm an amputee too, so I can.
No.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. This is not doing. They're equal. These are equal right now. You know what? So then the ACLU, they started pissing people off because they took this whole thing like so serious that even when the Ku Klux Klan was discriminated against, they come and they represented them. People were like, well, whose side are you on? Mm-hmm. Anyone who's discriminated against or whatever. So they're over in Honolulu right now talking about the poor people. Honolulu is, there's been a couple cases in Hawaii where they have a new law. And this law is that it's almost like you can't be homeless.
Well, a lot of places in the United States, you can't be homeless.
You can't sleep in the park. You can't have, like in California, I remember one time I was writing a book. So I rented a tent from the Navy. Navy has a place where you can go get stuff. And you rent a tent, but you don't pay for it. You just check it out. So anything you want to do, surfing, whatever, they got that for you. You just go get a surfboard and you don't have to buy one. You just go get one and, So I went and got me a tent and I put it up and I got to put it up on the beach in California. And they came up to me and they were like, hey, man, this is California. You can't put a tent on the beach.
Oh, wow.
And they ran me off the beach.
I'm sure of it.
Because they don't want people camping on the beach. So they have laws out there and everything. And so the Civil Liberties Union is trying now to, if they can win this case in Oahu, then they think they'll be able to win it in Honolulu, I guess. So they're trying to make it unconstitutional because what the state of Hawaii did was they burned up a lot of possessions. They collected all the possessions of these homeless people and destroyed them.
Oh, wow.
And they're saying that's unconstitutional because the Constitution guarantees that your property cannot be taken from you without due process.
Mm-hmm.
So they can take Donald Trump's $500 million, but not before they take him to court to get it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just show up and take your money, man.
No, you're right about that. Absolutely. You can't just demand it.
or show up and take your house or show up and do any of that stuff.
Unless you're the government, then the government can do whatever the hell they want.
Well, that's the government. They're not supposed to be able to do that, but they're doing it, and they did it. And
is anyone surprised by that, though?
For that reason,
the government.
They're suing them. Now, here's another one over in Scotland. You know the lady that wrote Harry Potter?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
She has received more than 3,000 complaints under new hate crime laws. And over in Scotland. And you know what she said that made her so hated?
What was it?
They called it misgendering trans people. Don't do that.
Stop the cap.
Mike?
I can't with these
You
people.
can. You can.
I can't.
You will. You can. You will.
So brutal, dude.
Oh, Mike, man. Oh, you're cracking me up, man.
That shit is trash.
Duke Rose says that's a violation of their Fourth Amendment rights. Exactly, Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Duke knows.
So she could go to jail for this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for misgendering.
Get out of town.
Transgender people. More than 3,000 complaints have been made to Police Scotland. That doesn't make any sense. More than 3,000 complaints have been made to Police Scotland under the SNP's new hate crime laws since they came into force this week. It has been reported following warnings that the force would be overwhelmed. Callum Steele, the former General Secretary of the Scottish Police Federation, said he understood that around 3,800 cases had been lodged over the previous 24 hours, although the force said the number of complaints was still being calculated. BBC Scotland reported the extraordinary total since Monday. Critics had said the legislation would be weaponized by trans activists. J.K. Rowling, we all know, the woman who wrote Harry Potter, warned Police Scotland against going after any woman for misgendering trans people after the force dismissed the first couple of complaints against her under the new hate crimes law. The Harry Potter author said she hoped every woman in Scotland would be reassured by the force's announcement that her stance that trans women are really men was not criminal. Man, what if we lived in a place like that? If you said trans women are not really men, wait a minute, trans women are really men, you could be arrested for that in some places.
This is ridiculous.
So
they're more woke than us.
They're more woke than us. They're more woke than we are.
Than
us. I'm not sure. So
this is ridiculous. You know this, right?
I'm just reporting. Don't shoot.
No, I gotta ask your opinion.
Well, in a second.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna circle back to it.
In direct challenge to Police Scotland, she said she expected all women who expressed similar views would be treated equally under the law, irrespective of profile or financial means. Basically saying, I'm rich, so you're not going to do anything to me, but I want you to not do anything to anyone. Rowling, who lives in Edinburgh, said, if they go after any woman for simply calling a man, I'll repeat that woman's words and they can charge us both at once. This is crazy. Hours after the Hate Crime and Public Order Scotland Act came into force on Monday, Rowling posted pictures of 10 high-profile trans people on Monday and ridiculed their claims to be women. Rowling's list posted an X included Rowling's list posted on X included Isla Bryson, who was initially sent to a women's prison. You remember this guy? We just talked about him a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Isla Bryson, who was sent to a women's prison after being convicted of 2 rapes and to whom she mockingly referred as a lovely Scottish lass. And India Willoughby, the TV personality, she then dared the force to arrest her. I called these men. Now I dare you to arrest me, says she. Mike, I don't like your eyes right now. Her supporters had expected the trans activist would use the legislation to lodge police complaints against her. Miss Willoughby said Police Scotland's announcement was a joke, accusing the force of caving into the author and making a mockery of the whole hate crimes bill. Joanna Cherry KC, a senior SNP member and ally of Rowling, said the author had done a great service, but warned it's a little early to be sure that the zealots who wanted to weaponize aspects of this new law against women have been thwarted. I told you the UK was falling apart. Ball valve, I was not joking. Wow.
And he's from England.
She questioned whether Rowling would have a non-crime hate incident recorded against her name. A hate incident? Mike,
hate.
you'd have hate incidents down the damn page if it was you.
Yep.
Poor Mike.
Hey, that's all right. Just call me a hater, bro.
Well, just I was going to say just HA, but I can't say that.
Yeah, no.
Hey, hater. So she questioned whether she would have a hate crimes incident. I honestly can't believe that the court is entertaining this. Joseph, they are. There were concerns that the legislation would lead to a torrent of vexatious complaints being made. Oh, we got to look up at vexatious. The Scottish Police Federation, which represents rank and file officers, told the Telegraph anecdotal evidence from members suggested there had been lots of complaints in the last 24 hours by the trans activists. David Kennedy, the general secretary, said, "My feedback is there's lots of complaints coming in. It's going to be a few weeks until we see how it's affecting our reporting mechanisms." Humza Yosef oversaw the passage of the hate crime legislation at Holyrood in 2021 when he was Justice Secretary in Nicola Sturgeon's government. However, it did not come into force until Monday as police Scotland and officers needed time for training. Comments not assessed to be criminal. A person commits an offense under the act if they communicate material or behave in a manner that a reasonable person would consider to be threatening or abusive. Wow. With the intention of stirring up hatred based on protected characteristics. The legislation extends long-standing offenses around racist abuse on other grounds on the basis of age, disability, religion, sexual orientation, or transgender identity. However, an amendment to add sex to the list of protected characteristics was voted down when the legislation was being considered at Holyrood. Fears had been expressed that the legislation's definition of a hate crime is too ambiguous, potentially leading to a chilling effect on free speech. At the end of the list, Rowling tweeted, "April Fools, only kidding. Obviously, the people mentioned in the above tweets aren't women at all, but they are men. Every last one of them."
Wow! I can dig this.
She concluded, "I'm currently out of the country, but if what I've written here qualifies as an offense under the terms of the new act, I look forward to being arrested when I return to the birthplace of the Scottish Enlightenment." Wow. She used the hashtag arrest me. But
nice.
Rishi Sunak and Alistair Jack, the Scottish secretary, said she should not be criminalized for stating simple facts on biology.
It's biology, dude. I don't know what to say. I don't know why it's a fucking argument.
The Scottish police issued a statement. "We have received complaints in relation to the social media posts. The comments are not assessed to be criminal and no further action will be taken." And it goes on, but wow, man.
Wow is right.
Wow.
I like what Timmy says. And by the way, shout out to Croatia, man. That's awesome. He said, "I'm just glad that we don't have this kind of stuff going on much here." Yep.
So much in here. Wow.
Stop the cat. Exactly, Joseph. You know.
This lady, now you got to know about Rollins. She's not really like this anti-LGBTQ person.
Right.
If you remember, she made some of her characters gay.
I remember that. Yep.
Which, to the chagrin of everybody. Everybody was pissed off at her for doing that. Especially the good wizard himself. She made him gay. And so she's been on the side of LGBT.
But she's been also pressured by LGBTQ, whatever, hasn't she been under scrutiny before?
It seems like all these people get.
It seems like I remember hearing a big story about her getting and some deep shit regarding this topic. And it's just funny how now all of a sudden, what you said, Scotland is pushing this whole thing where they're going to actually take her to court and shit.
Well, that's what they've passed this law, and the people that are against the law say, now just watch. All of the trans activists are going to start reporting everybody.
Yep.
And that's just what happened. 4,800 reports or 3,800 reports, 4,800 reports in just the first couple of days.
Not surprising.
So,
Cancel culture is real.
well, I think they'll have a flurry of it, and then it'll just kind of die down. That's what I think.
I don't know. A lot of them don't stop until they're like completely like
But
off.
who goes to jail in the meantime?
Right. What happens there?
Duke Rose. So let me understand this. A man who identified
With
as a woman.
tits.
I'm not even going to read that. Is a hate crime.
You got to know that part though.
Then I identify as a cat and need to be
Patted. Yeah, patted.
Patted,
Yep.
petted. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to be patted too.
The world is becoming a devoid of common sense. We don't have common sense anymore. Come on. As a society, yeah, right.
It's just sad.
It is sad.
Look at Straight Jacket. A lot of gayness going down in the world. My buddy lives in Sweden, and he said it's really bad out there too. Well, I don't know, Mike. It's Mike. You've come up in an age where people are more accepting and tolerant of
That's true.
Of what used to be going against societal norms. Today, in my day, this wouldn't even be mentioned.
No.
On television.
No, it wouldn't be mentioned anywhere.
It just wouldn't even get the light of day.
Mm-mm.
So, the world's changing. I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse, but I do know we've been here an hour, Mike Ball.
Yep. I do have to split out of here. I got to take care of the little one, the little baby.
She gave you an hour, and we were lucky to get that. So
yeah, exactly. So with that being said, I want to thank every single one of you guys for coming in and hanging out with us. Guys, remember that we are heavily demonetized on YouTube. We kind of have a lot of suppression with these topics, and also Black Dragon has been demonetized for almost 5 months now. So right there is his Cash App. It's $BikerPrez, and his PayPal is jbunchii@aol.com. And then for me, I am the Cash App right there is $BallValve, and then for Venmo, it's @BallValve. And if you guys can like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell for our shows, that would be amazing. Also, we are still looking for sponsorships and ad space that we're selling. We're going to be giving out those media kits to the people that are interested in that. Please contact us. If you're interested in any of that stuff, hit us up on our social medias to get a hold of us. There's Black Dragons right there. Black Dragon Biker TV at basically every single platform. And then me, just Ball Valve TV on all social medias. And that is pretty much it, my man.
I appreciate you, Mike, man. Have a good day today.
Absolutely. You guys too, and you as well. And thank you, as always, for having me on here. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Thanks a lot. And I'm Black Dragon. Man, we just appreciate you guys being on here for the last 7 years. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. The numbers are just crazy with the subscribers we're getting. I don't even know what's going on, but the numbers are just crazy. We went over 170,000 a few days ago, and yeah, we're at 171,000 now. So we got 6,000 new subscribers in the last 30 days. So, geez, you guys know it took me 1 year to get 3,000 subscribers, and so to get 6,000 subscribers in a month is just really crazy. So to all of the new subscribers, thank you so much. We just went over 70 million views here on this channel. So, man, you guys really do me proud. I appreciate and love you all. And so many of you become friends of mine. So many of you people are like folks that I know or something. Like so many of you guys call me. So many of you guys reach out and touch me. So many of you guys pray for me. So many of you guys have sent me donations and stuff to help the platform keep running. And so just thank you so much. And I want to thank Mike Ball for coming in and helping with the show and just help. He has helped so many creators out there, especially with lives, because Mike is like a live expert. He's got like 16, 17 years of live. He's been going live since he was a teenager. He's got Twitch background and all this stuff, Twitch and all these live platforms. He was a gamer. He built a stream house, this big, huge house with lights everywhere. And this guy was live streaming like 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours a day for over 10 years. So he brought that streaming background to us. And since we live stream here, and I'm just very appreciative for that. So thank you guys for accepting him and taking him in and supporting him as you have done myself and this show. And thank you for all you folks that are calling in and asking us to MC your events. And we need to announce that Mike Ball and I will come. We'll fly out or ride out or drive out, whatever you want us to do. We'll come to your event and we will host it for you. We will MC it for you.
That's right. We will contact us.
Yeah, do that again, Mike.
Come in and contact us anytime you guys want us showing up at your parties or your guys' events. Absolutely. Contact us on social media.
So just let us know that. And we've got our pricing list for you and all that sort of thing. So if you want us to come host your event, let us know. We'll do that for you. Hey man, we'll show your products here on the channel. We'll do all that stuff, man. So we're looking for advertisers. We're bringing in advertisers and sponsors and all that, and just taking the show on to the next level. So I'm Black Dragon. That's my 2 cents. I want to thank you for tuning in. Let me hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Somebody said, I thought Mike was gone. No, he's in the background. He's running the show. So he doesn't go till he's waiting for me to get the hell off of here. So thanks for tuning in and get skinny. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Ro? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So when officers get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1, stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. What I mean is, the set can be volatile. It can be very dangerous. And when you have that kind of thing going on, this set's not safe. So as a 99%er motorcycle club, what you want to find is yourself in your business, in your lane, while all of the fancy stuff gets handled on other levels.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? On other levels. Tried to tell you suckers, Black Dragon is the man. Black Dragon is the man, a real OG, bonafide, certified, a true MC, the biker boys, the biker boys. It's in the house, most definitely. Blow the whistle for Black Dragon, Biker TV. That's right, I said Biker TV. See, one day, young Dragon made his way out the Navy to become a prospect. Some people thought he was crazy, but 5 years later, hard work became a habit. He became the president of the mighty Black Savage Nation. MCs, y'all, respectfully. Black Dragon, Black Savage, MC. That's right, y'all. Give it a thumbs up. Black Dragon Biker TV at his best. Oh yeah, and don't forget to get his prospect Bible book. So proud of him. Man, he just don't know. He's a real legend. And y'all know it, and I know it. That's right, Black Dragon. That's right. Glad I met you, my friend. Black Dragon, I'm the Midnight Ghost Rider. Dub V, y'all. Love you, Black Dragon. Peace. And get skinny. Like and share. Goodbye.